What if I told you that some of the best retirement states we talked about in part one completely fall apart the moment you're living on a fixed income? Here's the reality. When you're retiring on Social Security, a modest pension, or fixed retirement withdrawals, not a million-dollar nest egg, where you choose to live becomes 10 times more critical. In part one, we ranked the best and worst states overall. Today, we're flipping the script entirely. This is the video for real people with real budgets. Welcome back to the series. If you missed part one, we'll link it at the end. But here's what you need to know. Retirement looks completely different depending on your financial situation. And if you're like most Americans, you're not retiring with millions in the bank. You're living on Social Security, which averages around $1,900 a month, maybe a pension, and whatever you've managed to save. When you're on a fixed income, your retirement success comes down to three things. First, how far your money actually stretches. Second, how predictable your expenses stay year after year. And third, how protected you are from surprise costs that can derail everything. And here's where many retirees get absolutely burned. Some states look amazing on paper. Low taxes, great weather, tons of amenities. Until property insurance, healthcare gaps, and hidden fees start quietly draining your savings month after month. So today we're ranking states specifically for fixed income retirees. And I'm warning you now, some of these results are going to shock you. The biggest fixed income killers. Before we dive into specific states, let's talk about the silent retirement killers that nobody warns you about. These are the expenses that don't show up in those cost of living calculators, but they absolutely destroy fixed income budgets. Property tax spikes. You buy a house with affordable property taxes, then suddenly your county reassesses and boom, your annual tax bill jumps $2,000. On a fixed income, where does that money come from? Insurance costs. Homeowners insurance is exploding in certain states. We're talking premiums doubling or tripling. Auto insurance follows the same pattern. These aren't luxuries you can cut. They're required. Healthcare gaps. Medicare covers a lot, but not everything. And if you live somewhere with limited healthcare access, you're either driving hours to see specialists or paying out of pocket for subpar local care. Sales taxes eating daily spending. States love to brag about no income tax, but then they hit you with 8%, 9%, even 10% sales tax on everything you buy. When you're on a fixed budget, that adds up to thousands per year. The hidden fee states. Some states don't tax income directly, but they get you everywhere else. Vehicle registration, property taxes, utility taxes, HOA fees. Death by 1,000 cuts. Here's the bottom line. On a fixed income, stability beats luxury every single time. You need predictability. You need to know what your expenses will be in 5 years, not just today. States that fail fixed income retirees. All right, let's talk about states that look great in part one, but become problematic when you're on a fixed income. Florida. Yes, I know. In part one, Florida was our top pick overall, and it's still great for many retirees. But if you're on a tight fixed income, Florida has some serious red flags. Home insurance costs are absolutely exploding. We're talking $3,000, $5,000, even $10,000 a year in some coastal areas. That's not a typo. Hurricane risk means insurance companies are either leaving the state or jacking up premiums. Property taxes vary wildly by county. Yes, there's a homestead exemption, but in growing areas, your home value, and therefore your tax bill, can increase dramatically. HOA fees are another crusher. Many affordable Florida communities come with HOA fees that start at $200 a month and climb from there. On a $2,000 monthly budget, that's 10% gone before you even pay utilities. Florida works beautifully if you have financial cushion, but on a strict fixed income, you need to be extremely careful about where you land. Texas, the hidden cost state. No state income tax. Sounds perfect, right? Until you realize how Texas makes up that revenue. Property taxes in Texas are among the highest in the nation. We're talking 1.5% to 2% of your home's value annually. On a $250,000 home, That's $4,000 to $5,000 per year. Every year. Healthcare access drops dramatically outside the major metros. If you're in rural Texas, you might be driving 90 minutes to see a specialist. On a fixed income, those gas costs and time investments add up. And let's talk about summer. Air conditioning isn't optional in Texas, and those summer electric bills can easily hit $300 to $400 a month. That's a massive swing in your monthly budget. Texas can work, but you need to choose your location very carefully and budget for those property taxes and utilities. Arizona. The tale of two states. Arizona overall is still a solid choice, but here's the problem. The affordable Arizona of 10 years ago is disappearing fast. Housing costs are rising rapidly, especially in popular retiree areas like Phoenix and Tucson suburbs. Fixed-income retirees who bought in early are fine. New retirees, you're paying premium prices. Healthcare deserts outside major cities are real. Rural Arizona has limited medical infrastructure, and on Medicare with a fixed income, your options become very limited, and inflation is hitting the fast-growing retiree zones hard. Everything from groceries to services costs more than it did just 5 years ago. Arizona still works, but only in specific pockets, and you need to act fast before affordability disappears entirely. States that win on fixed income. Now let's talk about the states that actually understand and cater to fixed-income retirees. These aren't always the flashiest options, but they're financially sustainable. Pennsylvania, the stability champion. Here's what Pennsylvania gets right: zero tax on Social Security, zero tax on most pension income, zero tax on retirement account withdrawals for people over 60. That's real money staying in your pocket. Affordable housing throughout most of the state. You can find nice homes in safe areas for $200,000 to $250,000. Try doing that in Florida or Arizona right now. Solid healthcare access. Pennsylvania has excellent hospital systems in Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, and Harrisburg, but even smaller cities have good medical infrastructure. Predictable expenses, property taxes are stable, insurance costs are reasonable, no surprise budget killers. The weather isn't California, but it's manageable. And here's the secret: on a fixed income, you're not paying to heat a house in Alaska or cool one in Arizona's summer. Pennsylvania's moderate climate actually saves money. Mississippi, the budget powerhouse. I know Mississippi doesn't have the sexy reputation of coastal states, but let's look at the numbers. Extremely low cost of living. Your dollar goes further in Mississippi than almost anywhere in America. Low property taxes. We're talking $800 to $1,500 annually on a median home. Compare that to Texas or New Jersey. Strong retirement income exclusions. Mississippi exempts significant retirement income from state taxes. And while healthcare has historically been a concern, major cities like Jackson, Gulfport, and Hattiesburg have solid medical facilities. Is it for everyone? Absolutely not. But if your priority is stretching every dollar and maintaining financial security, Mississippi delivers. Iowa, the quiet revolution. Iowa is quietly becoming one of the absolute best states for fixed-income retirees, and most people have no idea. They're expanding tax exemptions on retirement income. As of recent changes, Iowa is phasing out taxes on retirement income entirely for many retirees. Affordable housing across the state. You can get a beautiful home in a safe community for well under $250,000. Excellent health care for its size. Des Moines, Cedar Rapids, and Iowa City have excellent medical facilities. Strong community infrastructure. Iowa communities actually invest in quality of life. Parks, libraries, community centers. The winters are real, I won't sugarcoat that. But if you can handle cold weather, Iowa offers incredible financial stability. The real winner revealed. So which state actually wins for fixed-income retirees? Here's the truth: most retirement videos won't tell you. There isn't one perfect answer. But if I had to choose one state that offers the best combination of tax benefits, affordability, healthcare access, and expense predictability for someone on a fixed income, Pennsylvania takes the crown. Here's why. Pennsylvania gives you the tax benefits of Florida without the insurance chaos. It gives you the affordability of Mississippi with better healthcare access. And it gives you expense predictability that Arizona and Texas simply can't match anymore. You're not going to get beach weather. You're going to shovel snow occasionally. But you know what you won't be doing? Lying awake at night wondering how you're going to pay a $6,000 insurance bill or a surprise property tax increase. The best state for fixed income retirement isn't the one with the best weather or the trendiest reputation. It's the one where your expenses are predictable, your taxes are stable, your health care is accessible, and you can actually sleep at night knowing you won't run out of money. That's how retirees stay retired. Part 1 showed us the best and worst states for retirement overall. Part 2 proves something way more important. The right state completely depends on how you're retiring. If you're on a fixed income, financial stability isn't just important, it's everything. States like Pennsylvania, Iowa, and even Mississippi offer something that Florida, Texas, and Arizona are losing: predictability. And when you're living on $2,000 or $3,000 a month, predictability is worth more than palm trees. Now here's what I need from you. Drop a comment right now and tell me, are you retiring on a fixed income? Which state are you seriously considering? What's your biggest financial fear about retirement? And here's the big question. Should we do part 3 focusing specifically on healthcare-heavy retirees? Or should we do hidden gems exposed, the retirement states nobody talks about? Comment healthcare or hidden gems, and we'll let the votes decide. If you missed part 1 where we ranked all 50 states overall, it's on your screen right now. Go watch it. And if you're serious about retirement planning, subscribe and hit the bell. Thanks for watching, and remember, retirement isn't about where you want to live. It's about where you can afford to live well. See you in part 3.